We're here at John O'Quinn Field. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Houston Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with Georgia Southern's head coach before the game. This is a great opportunity for his squad. The Big 12, known for their strong defense and their wide-open offense, he expects his guys to be upset-minded today. One play at a time, do your job, and who knows what can happen. We'll keep you posted on how things are vibing down here on the fields here in this big matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will have the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This guy will sneak around, not always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. Racing to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Houston's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Quarterback changing the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his target. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Martin. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Slots it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. This time it's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Finding space. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Out wide left, it's straight. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. To the air, it's Henderson. Touchdown, Cougars. Gets it into the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
2nd down to the air. Caught. No, he got loose. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Left side, it's Murphy.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO kick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Fires to the tight end.
Man, that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the...
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, as you know, Keyshawn Henderson was the #1 overall recruit in the country, highest rated, and he has started to play like it today. He is coming off that last touchdown. His teammates were hyped up for him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
To throw, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. They're all over him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Turns it upfield. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And as the holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's straight. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. That's going to be a safety. Why in the world would you retreat to your end zone? Just a mind-numbing mistake.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice... But Kittel lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Looks it in. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Bryant. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Shoots it to the left. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield is Henderson. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man in the middle. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, little sneak attack. Great play call.
And the Cougars have this offense rolling.
Ready. 230. Kill. 674. Take off. 674. Take off. Bender. Move. Four.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. Enough to move the chains. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Drops back on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Murphy. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Makes the grab. It's Murphy. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The option, he'll keep it. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And here's the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of this drive. Look out! He'll try to do it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw one first. He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UCF taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the Knights looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. This offense hits the half with some impressive scoring drives today. It's been a well-oiled machine, and if this keeps up, they could be approaching some school records today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Houston head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. One of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this.
Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it has not been an efficient day throwing the football tonight for this quarterback. And so at this point, trailing this late in the game, you just need somebody to step up. That time, he was covered, but you're just trusting your guy's going to have to climb the ladder and make a play. Great job on the defensive side, swatting it.
That's the quintessential example of knowing exactly how far you have to get the ball to pick up the first.
And great job by the QB. Understanding the situation, short yardage situation, that ball's got to come out quick. Makes the decision, throws the strike, gets the first down, move the sticks.
Now hits it, it's Sanford. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Ready? 180, kill. 180, raise car. 180, raise car.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. Just a misfire there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw. And he avoids the sack.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Trying to get the edge, it's Butler. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right side, it's Butler. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside, it's Butler. Defense all over him.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Left side, it's Murphy. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Georgia Southern. And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Drops back, it's Bryant. Rush right in his face. Touchdown, Eagles! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. One storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eyes on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he
wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The screen. He can go.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Out wide right, it's Drake. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He's changing the play. Wants to throw on third down. Right side, it's Sanford. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again.
Here we go. Ready. Move 30. Move. Bender. Bender. 4.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just had to get rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking downfield is Carney. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
And man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
Snapped on fourth down. Picked off, and he's got open room. He's at the 50. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Quick give. It's Butler. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Driving forward, it's Butler. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Defense in press coverage. Selling the fake. Working the middle, it's complete. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far as the show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On the ground. He's stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough for the 1st down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. From the gun, it's Sanford. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Rush is on. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tough run here. It's Bradley. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great catch and run for 6. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
To the air, it's Henderson. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
3rd and long right here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Gregory. Made a defender miss. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Going to the run, it's Bradley. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. The run inside. It's Bradley.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Stokes. Slings it downfield. In traffic, it's Phillips. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll try the counter. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Rides to the back. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Number 95, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22.
Ready. Match.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Hauls it in. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. To the air, it's Henderson. The quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Quarterback thinks this is a free play. Reels it in. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Houston.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Bender.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He lets one fly deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.